In the event that Donald Trump loses, and I don't know what's going to happen considering we just got that breaking news about the glitches in Michigan, which swung 6,000 votes from Trump to Biden. In the event he loses, you can expect truth and reconciliation. That's what they're calling it. They want lists of all of the people who supported Donald Trump and allowed it. And Ocasio-Cortez, of course, has gone completely nuts. She tweeted, "Is anyone archiving these Trump sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future? I foresee decent probability of many deleted tweets, writings, photos in the future." I'm sorry, archiving Trump sycophants? Downplay their complicity? What are you saying, AOC? Why? Michael Simon, well, he says, yes, we are. He is the CEO of, really, a Y Combinator company, co-founder of Arena Summit. Former Barack Obama said, the Trump Accountability Project. Every administration staffer, campaign staffer, bundler, lawyer who represented them, everyone. James Lindsay, of course, says, F your accountability, you petite tyrants. These people are not talking about truth and reconciliation. They're talking about blacklists. We must end Trumpism, those who supported him or in any way enabled him. And that's what we've already seen. They're now calling for more. I give you the Trump Accountability Project. Now, before I read this, I want to show you. I want to tell you, many people may be familiar with the DonaldTrump.watch. This was a website that put a pin on the map for everyone who donated to Donald Trump so that you could easily geolocate, you could easily see who around you was a supporter of the president. Why would they need that list? I don't know, but I can only suspect if people like AOC are now calling for this, what do you think these people are going to do when they have power? First, I imagine there's going to be blacklisting. No jobs, no social media, no financial services. We've already seen that with many people. They have outright blacklisted several people from numerous companies that people need to function in modern society. This, in my opinion, shouldn't be allowed. I'm in favor of regulation, and I'm in favor of guaranteeing people's rights to access public accommodation. Of course, I don't know, it's going to get bad. The Trump Accountability Project. Remember what they did. What did they do? What was it? Tell me what was so bad. We must never forget those who helped further the Trump agenda. We should welcome in our fellow Americans with whom we differ politically. But the world should never forget those who, when faced with a decision, chose to put their money, their time, and their reputations behind separating children from their families, encouraging racism and anti-Semitism, and negligently causing unnecessary loss of life and economic devastation from our country's failed response to the COVID-19 pandemic. No, I'll tell you what can't be allowed. This is the opposite of actual reconciliation, trying to bring people together and say, we have to now compromise. I mean, after the Civil War, they put up a bunch of statues for the Confederates. That was reconciliation. This is the opposite. This is them trying to inflame tensions and probably, in all likelihood, spark a major conflict. This site will be a permanent record of those who elected him, individuals who worked for the Trump for President campaign, Republican National Committee, and affiliated PACs in 2016 or 2020. Those who staffed his government, individuals who worked in any role as a political appointee in the Trump administration, those who served him, individuals who were appointed by the president to federal boards, commissions, or the judiciary, those who funded him, individuals who donated a significant amount, $1,000 or more, to the Donald J. Trump for president and related campaign committees in 2016 and 2020, those who supported him, individuals and organizations that publicly endorsed either of Donald Trump's campaigns for president in 2016 or 2020, those who represented him, law firms that worked for the Trump for president campaign or Trump administration officials. And that's about it. I don't think anything like I'm not entirely convinced this will get off the ground or anyone will care. They certainly do already have a list popping up. I'm not going to click through and show you any names because it's actually quite insane. They say some tools might be unavailable due to heavy traffic in this file. That's right. A lot of people in this Google Doc are starting to create a list of names. Did you donate to Donald Trump? Did you publicly support him? Well, then we must know. Why? For what reason? I wonder. I'm not. I'm not comfortable or confident with what these people are doing and what they're planning. This does not bode well for this country, and I do not believe we should tolerate this. AOC should absolutely be what she's called for, and what these people are building should be rejected outright. From the Daily Wire. AOC defends left-wing messaging amidst caucus turmoil. Realize these are racial resentment attacks. My friends, there was a brief period where today I kind of felt like things were calming down. Now I feel like we're headed towards just absolute chaos. Do you think that Trump supporters are going to sit back as their names get added to lists for some reason? You supported and enabled the president? No. Do you think they're going to sit back when we hear that in Michigan, 48 counties used a software that glitched and gave Joe Biden Donald Trump's votes? No. And I'm increasingly worried that the left is absolutely unhinged. Why would you do this? I mean, all throughout the day, I've been trying to be reasonable, saying things like, look, if Joe Biden wins, he wins. Things are looking slim for Trump. The Republicans and Trump supporters should take the victory. Trump's campaign was great for them, and now Biden might win. It's impossible. It's impossible. I can try my hardest and say we have to learn to live with each other. We have to say no to the extremism, the violence, but the left wants it. The left wants more. They're still rioting. Riot declared in Portland. Why? They're winning. These people don't like Joe Biden. AOC doesn't like Joe Biden. They want power, and they're fighting to take it. And Joe Biden is weak. He might win. Maybe not. I don't know. Michigan seems like there may be a major upset if they investigate these glitch claims. They need to have a hand recount. Hand recount. I don't know if they will. I wonder if the Supreme Court will side with Trump and say, due to this software error, it nullifies all the counties that use it, and they must hand recount all of these counties. What about other states? Who else used this software? I think it's going to be it's going to be chaos. It's very likely that we reach the deadline for the Electoral College. Joe Biden doesn't get the votes he needs. Trump wins in the House delegation or lawsuit or the absolute worst. Now, I'll tell you what's interesting. They're rioting for sure. Governor Kate Brown activated the use of the state National Guard to help local law enforcement manage the unrest, according to the sheriff's office. Wait, what? Kate Brown now calling in the National Guard? Why didn't she do this 6 months ago? Ah, I get it. Despotism. Many dictators. My friends, I am not enthused about what's happening. I am not confident in our election process right now. And it looks like these Democrats, it looks like they rejected stopping the riots. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know what they were doing. Now that the election's over, they come in and actually shut this stuff down. Donald Trump hasn't lost yet. The far left hasn't stopped rioting. Conservatives are still out there protesting. Things are getting crazy, man. You know what I look forward to? I look forward to a calm country where people are getting back to work, where we've solved the problems with COVID, and we're not putting people's names on lists. I don't care if you're on the left or the right. I think this is horribly irresponsible for Ocasio-Cortez. The Democrats themselves are in chaos. If you saw my main channel segment, then you know that it's been quite chaotic even on the Democratic side. There's no clear victory for people. And I don't think the far left is going to stop. I think they've seen the weakness. They've seen their opportunity. The uncertainty is a chance for them to move in and take power. They're going to do it. Trump supporters will be heavily marginalized. You know, it's funny. Scott Adams said that if the Democrats win, Republicans will be hunted. And everyone, a lot of people rolled their eyes. His fans didn't. And then we saw that a Trump supporter was stalked and then shot in Portland. They're going to put together a list of names of anybody who supported the president. Literally, just saying you supported him. That you're going to go on their list. Then what? What's the list for? What do they do with it? This is nuts, man. I feel like the chaos is starting to begin. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday. I think the weekend might see things slow down. I think the weekend will see riots. And then Monday, we'll start seeing the legal battles. I don't think Trump should concede. Not with what we just saw in Michigan. Absolutely not. We need we're going to need a hand recount. No joke. This is insane. I think this country is in serious trouble. We might not have time for a hand recount. Perhaps when the founding fathers set the deadlines in the Constitution, they didn't realize eventually we'd have hundreds of millions of people and technology trying to help us, and that technology could fail. I don't think what the left is proposing bodes well for anybody. And I think it might cause people to panic and get angry. And then some people might start to reject Joe Biden, even if he does win. We'll see how it plays out. I got one more segment coming up in a few minutes. Stick around, and I'll see you all shortly.